Hello everybody and welcome to EBA Sports The Show, creating content for high-level athletes using advanced videography. I'm your host Ryan Ketchum and we're currently here at the EBA Sports studio, and I'm joined alongside the junior linebacker from Inglewood High School, Taariq Al-Uqdah. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for coming along, and you're out there at Inglewood now. The COVID-19 pandemic's going on. How are you working with that? How are you still going to get your work in and still prepping for this upcoming season?
It don't stop me. I'm still going out every day, working out, getting any kind of work I can. If I'm at home working out, I do that. I do my push-ups, whatever, lift weights, and in the field work, I try to get speed work, all types of stuff, wherever I can get. Yeah.
And now I know during the off season you were interviewing with RNG and you said you were 190 and you were benching 213 and squatting benching 315 and squatting 4 plates as well. Just the workout routine, obviously now you're up from that. But what are you focusing kind of on weights? I know linebacker position, obviously you have to have size for that. So how are you kind of working on that to be able to just kind of be a force to be reckoned with, I guess you could say?
I'm just in the weight room all the time. Go lift weights every day. I try my best as much as I can to go lift weights. It get me stronger, yeah. That's all. That's pretty much it.
Definitely, and with the weight room, I know a lot of athletes maybe not focus on it earlier on, but what would you say maybe younger athletes should focus on strength-wise at an earlier age, or that you wish that you would have focused on to be able to get up to kind of that level that you're at?
I mean, well, if you... I don't say 8th grade, you ain't really got to do too much lifting. You don't want to do too much lifting because it put a lot on your body and it can hurt your body. But when you get in high school, yeah, you want to lift a lot because it's different. It's way different, yeah.
So that transition to that level, now being up here, you're a linebacker, so you got to be strong, but you got to be quick, you got to be elusive. I know back a little bit while ago, people were saying that you look more like a safety than a linebacker, just with your cover skills when you were covering, running backs and tight ends as well, and you were able to move with them. So how are you able to kind of do that, and what are you focusing on, at least with that wise and covering wise, to be able to kind of stick with somebody and have that speed?
Oh, that's the thing I work on the most. I feel like playing in a box and tackling, that comes more natural, and that's like just IQ, stuff like that. But I feel like when you can cover and do that, it separates you. It puts you on a different level. Like, especially me, I got to be able to be versatile because I'm not the biggest linebacker. So, I got to be able to do everything.
So, talking about your size, maybe some people might look at you as undersized for your position, but what do you do to be able to, I know you're meaning like with your cover skills, but how do you also kind of manage that with having maybe some of that criticism? How are you able to still perform up to your ability and kind of push that out, or be able to use it as more motivation fuel for you?
I don't pay attention to it. I just do me. I don't really care what nobody say. It just fill me up to go harder.
Definitely. Now there's a lot of transition going on. You're going to be going to Inglewood High School now, back from Narbonne. So now with that transition, now you're going to have a lot of new players as well, and being a linebacker, kind of, a leader on the defensive side. How are you getting that chemistry in? How are you trying to get that workflow in so that you just have a seamless transition when the season begins?
Well, we have, our group chat, and we check in with each other, and we talk about stuff, about what we can do to get better. And then we also link up and have our workouts and stuff like that. We always talking to each other on what to do, how can we better each other, We feed off each other, so.
So you're feeding off each other, making sure that all you guys are on the same page as well. So how is that kind of in a virtual world? You may not be able to see all the players as much as you would like, or that you would be able to right now if the season was going on. So how are you still able to do that work with maybe not being able to hang out with them every day as you would?
A call, FaceTime call, group, like we be in a group chat, just texting each other, just talking.
No, definitely. And now, you at Inglewood now, and you're going to be moving forward. You have some offers on the table as well. A lot of colleges are calling your name. 24/7 Sports has you listed as a 4-star linebacker, inside linebacker, at least according to 24/7 Sports. So with having that ranking and having those colleges looking at you, how does that just feel, just knowing that they're calling your name? I know there was a story that USC was first offer and it was kind of a dream school. So how was that whole experience for you, and just knowing that they're looking towards you?
Well, it was crazy because, like, you know, before that, obviously, you ain't really got too much looking at you. But when I got my first offer, it was just like everything changed, from like followers to like people actually wanting to talk to you and all that stuff. Yeah, it was way different. I was like, at first I didn't believe that, like, you could get that stuff in there and everybody, but nah, that's crazy. Yeah, that really happens.
Yeah, so it was like a domino effect, just everything kind of changed once you got that offer.
Yeah.
And how were you kind of able to stay within yourself and deal with that pressure, knowing that, you know, you're going to be playing at a 4-year university in 2 years now, but how are you able to kind of deal with that pressure and kind of stay humble, knowing that you still got some work to be done here at high school?
I've been dealing with pressure all my life, so I'm used to it, you know. It's nothing to me.
No, definitely nothing to you. And I know you've been through a lot of camps. You know, you were going through the circuit, Under Armour All-American camp. You were playing at the Rivals camp in LA. You even attended a passing tournament in USC. You were playing 7-on-7. So just going to those high-level competitions, how is it playing against kind of the best of the best, you know, running backs and receivers and tight ends that you have to guard? How is it just knowing that you're up against them?
It's fun playing against them. Yeah. Because it's like you really get to see, oh, what's he all about? I want to see what he all about. Yep. And then, yeah, so it's good though when you get to show out with top tier and show you top tier, and then, yeah, that's all I can say.
Yeah, well, what's kind of special about you, and kind of something that you look at, that you're able to shine at those competitions? Because there's so many good athletes that there's obviously some that go under the radar and nobody looks at, but you're able to kind of shine and be a spotlight athlete at those camps where there's spotlight athletes everywhere. So how are you able to do that and kind of compete?
I just be focused. I focus up. I stay to myself. I'm quiet, and I'm just ready. I'll be ready to go. Ready to tell me go. I get in a different mode.
Yeah, you get in a different mode. I know back in the championship game when you were playing 7-on-7, you scored multiple touchdowns and defended multiple positions in the championship game. Yeah. So kind of striving at that high level, is there like a certain added pressure that you feel when you're at a camp like that at USC, kind of one of those dream schools?
Yeah, most definitely, because they have all the coaches out there watching us. So yeah, it's more pressure. You like, oh yeah, you got to kick it up a notch, you know.
Right, yeah, definitely kicking it up a notch, making sure that you're still performing. And what would you kind of say to maybe a younger player that, maybe a younger self as well, maybe in middle school ages, that is going through a camp that maybe their confidence isn't there just yet, or they don't know how good they are because they have no offers? What would you kind of say to them to kind of stay within themselves and stay motivated to go out there and do their best?
Just do it. I mean, you can only better yourself. You're just going to go out there and get better. You're going to learn. No matter if you lose, you know you're going to learn. But if you did it, then it don't really matter. Yep.
Now, you talk a lot about your faith as well. And you said, thank you, God, for giving me a praying mother as well, and your Twitter as well. So what does kind of the faith mean to you, and kind of that family atmosphere as well? Oh, yeah.
My mom is real God-fearing, and, yeah, she loves all that. My mom prays a lot every day. She tries to pray for us, and, you know, she does the best she can for us. You know, I love her to death. Yeah.
And how important is it to you to kind of have that faith aspect as well, and how has that helped you kind of in your athletic journey, if you ever gone through any adversities?
It's very important to have faith. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, then I don't know what you're here for. You got to believe in yourself first. Yep.
Now, your work ethic, I know you work out a lot, and we were talking about that, kind of changing the script, maybe even for Inglewood, and changing the script for yourself and getting to that Division I college. And I know you retweeted a quote saying you can't have $1 million dream with a minimum wage work ethic.
Yeah.
So what do you kind of think of during that, and how are you able to kind of keep that work ethic up, and even when you're sick or you're down or injured or whatever, trying to still improve yourself?
I gotta get it. You gotta eat. It's kill to be killed. So That's how I take it.
Yeah, you definitely heard that first. If you're a young kid out there, you got to be able to put in that work ethic, got to be able to make sure that you have that grind to be able to get up to the top. So,
you got to want it. You can't let you got to let the process just as much as you let the prize. So,
yeah, you definitely got to trust the process and knowing how kind of long the process is.
Yeah.
You know, you may know how good you are, but knowing that you can't grab that yet until you graduate. Kind of what is your mindset to be able to kind of keep yourself in that moment and in that high school moment?
I'm just trying to stay consistent, keep it up, stay focused. I'm not trying to get no distractions. I don't need no distractions. I just stay within myself and keep going, No distractions.
Exactly, eliminate those distractions.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's going to be great to be able to see you out at Inglewood. Once again, this is Taariq Al-Uqdah, going to be going to Inglewood High School, prepping for his junior season. He's in the class of 2022, listed as a 4-star linebacker right now. Going to be great to be able to see him and a couple of the other guys that we're also going to be shooting from Inglewood. Going to be great to see you, elevate your game out there. January 8th is week 1, according to the CIF setting section. They have made that as they push their season out to starting next year. But you can be able to catch him on a football field. You can be able to catch us here again on EBA Sports, so make sure to like and comment on our videos. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at EBA Sports for more exclusive content. Once again, my name is Ryan Ketchum, your host. Make sure you stay tuned for more great interviews. Thank you.